Pollen is this new DeFi platform in which everybody can learn how to invest in crypto, and it's fun. You don't have to be rich. We actually want people that just invest a small amount of Pollen and show how good they are. Crypto investment can be daunting for people that are new. They tend to lose money, or they go to professional investors and overpay. So these are the two things that Pollen wants to address. Pollen wants to be fun. Fun for those new investors that don't have an idea yet how to do crypto investments, but also fun for those that are really good at crypto. Imagine the world of fantasy football, where you have a budget that you invest in players and afterwards you see how your team did. Pollen is very similar. You take your basket of crypto, and by picking the right percentages in your basket, you determine what you think will happen with the market. If your basket performs better than everybody else, you become a top pollinator, and as such, others will want to delegate their pollen into following you. In Pollen, you have three groups. The first group are the pollinators. Pollinators, what they do is they have their basket of crypto and they start balancing it by assigning percentages to each. They then stake the pollen token. And what happens now is you can see how good you were. If your basket of crypto goes up, then you can make extra pollen. And you can also grow your reputation if you consistently beat the market. And by doing so, you'll go up on the leaderboard and become a top pollinator. The second group are delegators. A delegator is somebody that doesn't want to spend their whole day balancing portfolios. They just have some pollen and they want to follow the best pollinators. The third group, the investors. As an investor, the only thing you have to do is to buy the token linked to this pool. From then onwards, automatically your investment will be balanced until you decide to withdraw. So it's the easiest way to have market-beating success by basing this asset pool on the top pollinators in the industry. First of all, how do you know an investor is good? In Pollen, it's easy. You can see exactly who are the pollinators and how good have they been doing. So you can audit everybody that is involved in producing signals. Second part is the cost. In a traditional hedge fund, you have the 2-20 rule. 2% of your assets are paid anyway, even if your investment goes down. We want to change that. Only if your investment goes up do you give some of your gains to the pollinators. Pollen provide investors with a transparency that's never seen before. Everything the pollinators do is stored on the blockchain. Each investment can be audited, and all the code making all this possible is open source. But more importantly, as an investor, you can also participate in driving the future. If you think a certain token should be added, you can propose it. And if all the other investors or the majority of them agree, automatically your asset pool will adapt. What we're creating is a super efficient platform where over time we can step backwards and let it perform by itself. This is decentralized finance. You make the best, most optimized decentralized platforms and you let everybody participate.